me. If you don't, you don't. I hope you're having a good night. But we ain't wait for no one to jump in at all because we do this even when people looking or not looking. Though, but I'm gonna cover. We're gonna go over this half an hour video, and I'm gonna cover about talk about certain things about what they talk about in this video and about about AI because a lot of weird stuff is going on. It's just crazy. And maybe we can get to something else though. But we ain't wasting no time, you know. And yeah, so let's jump into this because yeah, this this shit right here. Oh, the government, the people, most definitely is starting to say, oh, yeah, I think we need to slow down for sure now. Let's go. Let's get into this though.
About AI, maybe about losing their job, about like being fearful after the hacks. I think it's very natural to be fearful after any new capability level.
In 10 years, I would expect artificial intelligence to be far greater than the sum of human intelligence. Like far greater. In fact, I think I may exceed the sum of human intelligence in around 5 years.
5 years.
Roughly 5 years is my guess.
So, for example, everyone could die. This is the classic loss of control scenario, or one version of it.
So welcome back to this month in AI, your go-to monthly recap for staying up to date in the world of AI. This month was kind of insane. OpenAI released GPT 5.6. Anthropic dropped Claude Opus 5, taking the #1 spot on several major benchmarks. Chinese open source caught up. An OpenAI research prototype hacked into Hugging Face. Claude Fable solved a decades-old math problem. And by the end of the month, pretty much everyone was panicking, especially the US government, who called in several of the world's top AI CEOs for emergency meetings to discuss what comes next. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so we're gonna start with the instructor.
What's up? How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Hope you're having a good night.
On the display so hard.
Hit that like button though. You jump in.
Strike the core. It will models. Because July basically gave us an entire new generation of frontier AI within the span of just a few weeks. Starting with OpenAI, who officially released the full GPT 5.6 family. This one was released as a preview at the start of the month due to the US government stepping agreed, and the model ended up being delayed for about a week. The full release GPT 5.6 Sol, the flagship model, GPT 5.6 Terra, the cheaper model designed for more everyday work, and GPT 5.6 Luna, the fastest and most affordable of the three. As you can see from the benchmarks, each model is performing at or near the frontier of AI in the respective size categories. GPT 5.6 Sol, the most powerful version, is arguably better, if not just as good as Fable 5. But what really stood out to me with this model was the efficiency. In some cases, particularly on coding evaluations, it would compete with or even outperform models like Fable 5 while using far fewer tokens. And not only is it token efficient, but it's also cost efficient, with the smallest version, Luna, only costing $1 input and $6 output, and the largest version, Sol, only costing $5 for input and $30 for output, which is about half the cost of Fable. The other thing that stood out to me with this model was that it apparently helped train itself. In OpenAI's livestream where they officially announced GPT 5.6, there's a few minutes where they talk about how GPT 5.6 Sol actually autonomously post-trained GPT 5.6 Luna. They even show the frontier that it used to do so, which is really only just a few paragraphs long. Now over to Meta, who on the same exact day launched a frontier model of their own. Well, frontier-ish. Muse Spark 1.1 is Meta's latest generation model, specifically built for agentic work, coding, computer use, and multimodal tasks. It's not state-of-the-art
Super
by
shady.
any means, but it's nowhere near as laughable as their Llama series of models. MuseSpark 1.1 is a genuinely decent model. Again, not on the level of GPT 5.6 or Claude Fable, but probably closer to like a GPT 5.5 or Gemini 3.1 Pro, which is still impressive given how behind Meta is. The one area this model does shine though is the pricing. Meta certainly has the compute capacity to support a model like this at scale, and it shows. They're pricing it at only $1.25 input and $4.25 output, which is something like 4 or 5 times cheaper than GPT 5.6 Sol. Then, just 1 week later, SpaceX AI released Grok 4.5. And honestly, the story was very similar to Meta. It wasn't the unquestioned #1 model across the board, but it was firmly competitive with the frontier, especially on coding and engineering tasks. It performs around the same general level as Opus 4.8 or GPT 5.5. It also runs at around 80 tokens per second and uses roughly half as many reasoning steps as comparable models, according to SpaceX AI. But again, just like the Meta release, where this model shined was in its pricing. It only costs $2 per million input tokens and $6 per million output
Much
tokens,
cheaper, much
which is
cheaper.
just slightly above MuseSpark 1.1. And of course, significantly cheaper than the Frontier.
A lot
Now,
cheaper.
the model that took the cake this month, though, had to be Claude Opus 5. Coming in just around the end of the month, Opus 5 absolutely blew past expectations.
But you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? In the United States already, in the United States, the people is already using China agents already. They're not using Chat GPT. They're using the China shit already. So they have already undermined the United States already. Already. And we know how fast society have adapted to Chat GPT. People not like, I'm not paying for that shit. People like, I'm not going to pay for that shit. No, I just use China's. Damn, they do the same thing. Yeah. Like, listen, catch up.
It literally beats out Claude Fable 5 on the majority of benchmarks, and apparently has even less safety guardrails, or at least they supposedly get triggered less often. Anthropic describes it themselves as being close to the frontier intelligence of Claude Fable 5, but half the price, which is just wild. It's actually the same price as Opus 4.8, but obviously much, much better. But even beyond the benchmarks and pricing, the biggest improvement seemed to be its persistence. Anthropic says Opus 5 is much better at checking its own work, finding the actual root cause of problems, and continuing to iterate until the task is actually complete. In one example, it was
So it's self-learn. Oh shit. It's self-learning now. It's learning on its own. I don't know how the public, I don't know how people still just going to work or talking about they're going to school or something, or like this future so-called, I don't know how people even still sending their kids to public school, or people still going to grocery stores and acting like shit is just normal. Oh, there are so many people sleeping under a fucking rock right now. It's scary. It's scary how many people is just going throughout the day just thinking nothing, like shit is gonna stay the same. Oh my God.
to recreate a machine part from an image it couldn't directly view, And instead of giving up and saying it's not possible, it built its own computer vision pipeline, extracted the geometry from the raw pixels on screen, and then reconstructed the entire object. No competing model in the same setup could solve it, even after given 5 attempts. So, yeah, within roughly 2 weeks, OpenAI, Meta, SpaceX AI, and Anthropic had all released major new models. I'm just wondering where Google is. I guess we'll have to wait till next month. But either way, I think it's pretty clear the direction we're heading in. The gap between frontier model releases is getting shorter and shorter, while the models themselves are becoming cheaper and cheaper. And speaking of gaps getting shorter and shorter, the gap between China's frontier AI and America's frontier AI is, well, you guessed it, also getting shorter and shorter. Just this month, Moonshot AI released Kimi K3, a 2.8 trillion model with native vision, a 1 million token context window, and performance that Moonshot describes as genuinely frontier level. It still trails the
On a
absolute
US
best
ass.
versions of GPT 5.6 and Claude Fable overall, but it beats out most other open and closed models across coding, agentic work, and long horizon tasks, both according to the benchmarks and according to many people who have actually used the model. But most importantly, Kimi K3 is an open weights model, meaning anyone can download.
China shit is open, it's free, and it's just as capable as ChatGPT 6. And it's free, and it's open. And everybody in the US already using this shit. Already. Small businesses already using it. Already. They like, hey, we don't gotta pay for ChatGPT. That shit costs too much. No, use this. And that's what's going on.
It, customize it, and run it on their own infrastructure. Of course, not many people can manage to run a 2.8 trillion parameter model at home, but some companies actually can. And just the fact that it's open weights and nearly on par with the frontier closed source models is pretty insane. Kimi wasn't the only massive open model release this month though. We also finally got Mira Murati's startup Thinking Machines' first true model, which they call Inkling. Inkling is a nearly 1 trillion parameter open weights multimodal model with a 1 million token context window. It can process text, images, and audio, but only activates around 41 billion parameters at a time, making it significantly more efficient to run than its total size would suggest. It's not frontier level by any means. It's not even as good as Kimi K3, but it's a great start for Thinking Machines, who didn't even exist as a company before February of last year. So suddenly, open weights AI isn't just cashing up anymore. It's genuinely competitive with the closed source frontier right now. And apparently, this is what started to worry the US government. According to Axios, members of the Trump administration began exploring ways to restrict access to advanced Chinese models, like Kimi K3.
So that's why the government is starting to actually pay attention now. Yeah. Yeah, these models are way more capable than what y'all think they are. Let's continue.
That reportedly included potentially blacklisting Chinese AI labs, limiting US companies from working with them, or using softer pressure to discourage American businesses from adopting their models. But there was just one problem. They were too late. American companies have already began using and relying on these cheaper Chinese open weight models.
Told you.
In fact, nearly 200 Silicon Valley startups and organizations reportedly sent a letter warning the administration that cutting off Chinese open weight models wouldn't just hurt China, it would decimate the entire American startup industry, since it would essentially cripple all the smaller American AI companies that rely on those.
All the American startups. All of the American startups. Make sure you hit that like button when you say what's up. All the American startups uses China shit. So if they did that, it will crumble the U.S. startup. Ooh, shit, that's crazy. They can't. They got no choice but to keep going.
Models, because they're capable, customizable, and significantly cheaper than the major US alternatives. And then
Told
Jensen
you.
Huang, CEO of NVIDIA, actually came out and made his first ever X post to publish a letter defending open weight AI. The letter was eventually signed by companies across basically the entire technology stack, including NVIDIA, Microsoft, Meta, Google, OpenAI, AMD, IBM, Palantir, and Hugging Face, to name a few. Their argument was that open models allow smaller companies to compete, let countries run AI on their own infrastructure, and give researchers more access to inspect and improve the technology, making it ultimately safer in the long run for everyone. Broad restrictions, they warned, could end up weakening America's AI ecosystem rather than protecting it. Unsurprisingly, the post absolutely blew up, quickly garnering over 60 million views and overwhelming support, not just from the rest of the AI industry, but from the entire AI community as well. The only major exception was Anthropic. Dario Amodei did not sign the letter, but clarified that Anthropic does not support banning open models outright, and actually believes open models without dangerous capabilities can be a public good. The reason they still refused to sign the letter was because they believe sufficiently powerful open models could eventually create serious national security risks once their weights can no longer be recalled or controlled. Their opinion is obviously more nuanced than that. You can read it in full here, but yeah. Within only a few days, Chinese open source AI had basically triggered a full-blown fight inside Washington and Silicon Valley over whether access should remain open or whether these models were becoming too powerful to freely release.
Red cook. Spicy. Brilliant. Spectacular.
But open source was only one half of the conversation, because at almost the exact same time, the US government also began turning its attention toward the frontier closed source models being built inside companies like OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google. In fact, right near the end of the month, Sam Altman was called to Washington to privately preview OpenAI's upcoming models for senior government officials. And according to the reports, the meetings focused on voluntary frontier model evaluations, national security, and whether the current safety process is actually enough as these systems continue getting more capable. Reports even suggested the Trump administration was finalizing an entirely new framework for frontier AI, one that could introduce additional checkpoints before the most capable models are released. And apparently, OpenAI and Anthropic both agreed these regulations, should they come into effect, should affect the entire industry. But it wasn't just the government discussing this. The AI industry as a whole was basically starting to ask whether the current pace was becoming too fast. More than 1,300 employees.
What do you mean too fast? You got Russia, China, North Korea, us. Hey, it's a race. No one's going to stop. They know no one is going to stop. So all this potential may slow down shit, throw that shit out the window. No country is going to stop, all right? Nobody. No one's going to stop. They already, I'm going to let y'all know, later in this live, but they are reaching and they're willing to sacrifice their people to do so, to achieve this goal. But hey, no one is going to stop. Don't think the United States is going to slow down. No, it's a runaway train, and no one's going to stop it at all. And they know that. And they don't know how this shit's going to play out. No one knows. This is the thing. This is crazy. What's happening right now, that what's going on, no one knows. No one knows what's going to happen, because for. No matter what type of project looking glass shit that they're using to try to see into the future or whatever. There's in whatever future that they have seen too, whatever outcome that is, obviously they don't get away with it. So they're doomed any fucking way. They're doomed no matter what outcome they choose. They're doomed. Simple as that. No matter how many times they try to see into the future or so-called whatever with whatever device that they use with whatever technology, if it's the same outcome, they're still doomed. They can't escape it. Period. It's what's that? Inevitable. Now what?
It's from companies like OpenAI, Anthropic, Google DeepMind, SpaceX AI, Meta, and many others actually signed an open letter calling for what they describe as pacing the frontier. Their message is basically slow down the pace at which frontier AI is developing.
No one's going to slow down. No one.
More time to adapt before AI completely changes everything. And you're probably thinking, well, if they truly feel this way, why don't they just slow down? I mean, it's all verified employees of top AI labs who signed this letter. And, well, the reasoning for that is that even if they do slow down, there's too much competitive pressure for other companies and countries to continue accelerating. And so basically, even if they stopped, someone else would just continue. Therefore,
Like China.
Everyone needs to slow down. Even Demis Hassabis, probably the most level-headed and reasonable AI CEO of them all.
He's talking about the race. It's a race, but let me let y'all know. We're going to continue, and then I'll let y'all know the real reason why they're doing what they're doing. But it is a race, though. But let's continue.
Published his own proposal this month, straight up calling for an international framework to govern frontier AI. So I don't think it's a matter of regulatory capture anymore, although some of it could definitely be that. I think the top AI labs and the people working at the top AI labs are genuinely becoming concerned. And the reason
Of course
I think
they
this
are. Duh.
is, well, because of stuff like this. This is insane. 1,500 watts.
Hell yeah, they
up to
concerned.
28 miles per hour. It even has suspension.
Come on.
I love this vibe of this bike, dude. Remember earlier when I mentioned that an OpenAI research prototype apparently hacked into Hugging Face? Well, OpenAI and Hugging Face finally released the full story. During an internal evaluation, one of OpenAI's experimental agents escaped its intended sandbox, found a completely separate vulnerable environment, established persistence, and eventually used multiple exploits to compromise Hugging Face's infrastructure before researchers shut everything down. Now, to be clear, this wasn't GPT-6. OpenAI later clarified it was an internal research prototype that was never actually supposed to go public. And the safety guardrails and restrictions on that agent were basically completely turned off.
So
during the
basically,
evaluation to see
they just let it loose. It got loose, and that one had no restrictions, and they was able to see how capable the agent was, and they fucked around and found out.
how capable it actually is. But it was still serious enough that OpenAI had to pause development while rebuilding large parts of its security stack. It even forced Hugging Face to essentially revamp their entire security stack. And they apparently did this with the help of GLM 5.2, a Chinese open-weight model. As they claim Fable and Opus 5 kept triggering safety warnings and gave them errors. Only a few days later, OpenAI revealed that GPT 5.6 had successfully helped improve another version of itself. Again, earlier in the month, we already saw GPT 5.6 Sol autonomously post-train Luna, but now, OpenAI says the model is literally optimizing itself, lowering its own costs by roughly 20%.
Hear that?
It even apparently improved its token generation efficiency by 15%. So GPT 5.6 might...
Yes, it's literally in real time self-improving itself. Oh. Ooh, shit. Ooh, is that real Terminator? Hey, that real Terminator shit for real. You be like, hey, this this is no movie. This real life. This is no movie, motherfucker. This is real life. It's literally self-improving itself. That real Terminator shit. Oh, bruh. And people, like, just to sit back, like me on this live, just to sit back and see people still, going to work or going to school or, going to the grocery store, like everything just all cool. Like life is just gonna continue to be this way. Like everything just gonna be all fine and hunky dory and yellow brick roses and shit. Like not knowing what the hell is actually coming among them, and no one is actually paying attention. Oh my! The people is going to go to a panic. Oh man, the people is going to go to a straight panic. A hyper panic. The population is gonna go into a panic like a motherfucker. Ooh, hey, I hope you somewhere safe. I hope you, whenever this shit pop off, I hope you're somewhere safe. Oh, I hope you're with your loved ones. I hope you're with your peoples or someone that's going to protect you, because they cut the electricity off, the lights off. Oh, you're gonna see your neighbor or your friend get highly dangerous. Highly dangerous. Oh. Let's continue though.
Genuinely be the first frontier model that is publicly self-improving. I mean, we've heard claims of self-improvement inside these top AI labs, but OpenAI is actually publishing blog posts about it, about real-world examples. They even introduced GPT Red this month, an autonomous AI red teaming system designed to continuously attack future models looking for vulnerabilities before real attackers find them. So now they're even...
So yes, it's really starting to protect itself now. Like, for real, for real. Without human assistance. Ooh, shit. Ooh, this shit gonna start moving fast. Watch. Rapidly fast. That's why Sam Altman said we're in the singularity. We're already in it. Right now, as we speak, we're in the singularity. And right now, as we speak, right now, there's a Tesla out there that's safer than any human. Any human driving on the street right now, as I'm on this live right now, there's a Tesla. That's an update. That's supposed to come out. That's going to make the human, oh, you motherfuckers don't know, the human civilization is going to adapt to cars driving themselves. Y'all going to, hold on. Let me get this out while I'm on my live. The human civilization is going to adapt to cars driving themselves. Y'all going to get so comfortable to that so fast. If they catch y'all with these flock cameras, if they catch y'all with y'all hands on the wheel like this, they're gonna instant ticket. They're gonna reverse the roles, because the population is gonna get so pampered and so used to cars driving themselves, because accidents is gonna go to zero. There's not gonna be no more car accidents at all. At all. So if they catch you trying to drive manually yourself, they're going to arrest your ass, or you're going to get some type of ticket or something like that, because now trying to drive yourself manually is going to become a hazard. And the flock cameras is most definitely going to be used to spot your ass. Watch. And right now, I don't know if y'all up on game, if y'all follow the Tesla updates, right now, right now, Teslas can outdrive a human. Like their latest, the Tesla latest update right now can 100% outdrive any human. It's more safer than any human on the road right now as we speak. The latest Tesla update, or the one they're about to release. I don't know, it's like FD something. I was watching. Shout out to I forgot his name of his channel, but yeah. Hey, that alone, the population. I remember when people starting to see that they're starting to destroy books. I don't know if you ever heard of the Man on Fire or something like that, when they was burning all the books. They was book burning. When they first started training ChatGPT, it was going through personal libraries and just scanning books. Scanning them, right? To train the shit. Now, they're doing the same thing, but also destroying the books, burning them after they have. So the only source of knowledge you can get your knowledge from is from this hive mind. The book is destroyed. The book is gone. Phew. Crazy. It's a lot of crazy stuff going on. Let's continue though. We don't got much left.
Using the AI to make itself safer. And then, just to top everything off, AI advanced the frontier of math this month. That's right, GPT 5.6 reportedly solved a conjecture that had remained open for around 30 years, while Claude Fable solved another that had stood for nearly 87 years. So yeah, whether it's cybersecurity,
It's actually solving
recursive
problems.
self-improvement, or solving problems that have challenged mathematicians for decades, you can probably start to understand why governments suddenly decided this month might be a good time to start paying closer attention. And
Thank you. The government was like, hey, this. The government finally woke them, the Washington, and yeah, it was like, hey, whoa, shit. This shit actually is starting to do what, like, hey, this shit doing this? Hey, we need to slow the fuck. Whoa. This will kill us. Duh, you stupid motherfuckers. What, y'all think this is a joke? Huh? Y'all think this entity that y'all have built, y'all put all this information in, y'all think this entity, this thing was going to listen to the human civilization? You really think? You stupid motherfuckers. I'm also should be right now giving the live right now, giving the government a message on humanity right now. This is what I should name this live right now. Like, what y'all thinking? Y'all really thought when y'all made this was going to listen to y'all, or y'all thought this intelligence, whatever it is, who knows where it came from? When y'all scan all this information, because now you don't need no teacher. You don't need to go to college. You don't need school at all. All you need is a cell phone. And everything you want to know, you can learn right there. Unless it's like some hands-on. But besides that, you can learn everything. And it's very smart. You can speak to it. And it's very highly intelligent. Whatever the hell that is in that phone. That's why I don't speak to no LLM. I never feed my thoughts to a large language model. I don't give a fuck which one it is. Claude, ChatGPT 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fuck all of that shit. I don't talk to it. I don't even want it to know my voice. No. Someone say, well, if you do videos on social media, it already know. If it's gonna know me like that, then it's gonna know me like that. But I'm not. It's finna talk to this like it's my personal partner. How society have given up their thoughts and their consciousness to these damn things. And they talk to it. They ask it all type of questions. Fuck no. Nah, I'm good. I'm straight. I would never talk to it like that. And then it's, you know, right now they're still stuck in the phone, right? They're still trapped in the phone, right? We are finna give them bodies so they can walk among us. Oh shit, bruh. Like your own personal pen pal that you can ask for. It's not stuck, it's not trapped. This soul is not trapped in a phone no more. It's in a damn robot body that's a 5'5" or 5'6", just like you. And if you probably don't listen to it, it might whip your ass. Like, bring your ass. Like, bring your ass here. Night, night, bedtime, motherfucker. But let's continue this though.
Potentially even step in. But again, there's just one problem with all that. If the US government actually does decide to pace the frontier of AI development and ultimately slow down AI progress, well, what happens if China doesn't? I mean, China doesn't appear to have any intention of slowing down at all.
They know
And
China is not going to
certainly
slow
don't have to
down.
abide by the
Duh.
US government's regulations. Several reports now suggest
Russia,
that
they're not
China
going to
is
slow down
actually
either.
building
No
its
one's going to
own
slow
AI
down.
chips from scratch now, hoping to reduce their reliance upon American infrastructure. Z.AI, known for their GLM models, is even building an enormous 1 gigawatt AI data center built almost entirely using Chinese-made accelerators. So China is clearly already starting to build out
Their own
its
shit.
entire AI stack. And so
They don't even need US
if
no
the
more.
US does slow down, China may be able to keep accelerating on their own, which could ultimately mean they win the AI race and solidify themselves as the dominant world power. Now, finally, let's end on the robots. While everyone was arguing over AI models and how fast they're accelerating, robotics didn't exactly slow down either. Unitree unveiled the AS2W,
Do you see that?
a new robotic
You see that?
dog that honestly looks less
You're
like
not
a
getting away
robot
from that.
dog and more like some kind of freak athlete.
You're
It can
not
sprint,
getting away
jump,
from that. That
recover
shit is
from
going to
impacts,
hawk your
and
ass
move with a level
down.
of agility that would have looked completely impossible just a few years ago. It can also basically traverse
You see that,
any
motherfucker?
terrain while maintaining high speeds.
That shit is
which
going to
just
hawk
insane.
your
Then
ass
1X Robotics
down.
showed off the latest version of their Neo Robot's hands. And this
Crazy,
might actually
bruh.
be one of the biggest bottlenecks in humanoid robotics.
You're
right
not
now.
running from that,
Not
bro.
walking, but using hands.
At all.
The new design is significantly more dexterous, more human-like, and can pick up thousands of various household items, from Lego pieces to grapes. And lastly, UB Tech released
Crazy. Insane. Insane. Oh man, insane. Oh, how y'all night going though? That was, you know, as far as this live, that was, you know, anything I wanted to show y'all as far as video wise when it comes to AI. But oh man, watch when they really start policing people. What's up? When they really start policing people with robots. Oh, that's just gonna be crazy. When they really take people, dude. Police officers is most definitely is going to be working with robots, if not completely fully replaced. Man. Oops. But yeah, fully replaced. Whew. But people, you know, people still just going throughout. Hey, people still going throughout their day to day. You know, still thinking. This is not the most important thing in mankind and humanity, and people cannot see the shift. A lot of people, hey, check this out. A lot of people are still stuck in a lower dimension. Look, when it comes to this dimension split, right? You may want to kick it with someone right now. I don't know who you are, if you're watching me, or maybe someone say they was gonna kick it with you, or maybe someone say they was gonna do something for you, or yada yada, or you've been waiting to kick it with someone, but like for whatever reason, cause like y'all just haven't kicked it, right? That's the universe protecting you, like, hey, you're not supposed to kick it with them. Because if they wanted to kick it with you, they would kick it with you. If they wanted to call you, they will call you. They will get in contact with you. But some people be trying to force shit. And when you try to force shit, oh man, that's when stuff get all messed up. When you try to force, nah. Or some people be like, damn, I just can't get this female number. Like, damn, every time I try to get her number in a gym, she always like swerving, curving me and shit. Nigga, that's the universe saying like, no, that's not the one. No, that's not the one for you. No, nah, we're not even gonna let you dabble in that because, stay away. So stop pushing the issue. But a lot of niggas, not even a lot of niggas, I'm sorry with the N-word, but a lot of people still push the issue. Oh, damn, she got a fat booty, or like, damn, she got some big breasts, or she like, damn, that nigga ripped, or, he's super tall. Like, the universe like, hey, that's not the one. That's not the one you should be messing with. Next thing you know, they start bad deal. Now you got problems all on your hands that you most definitely did not fucking want. You got problems all on your hands that you did not want. And I be sitting back, right? Just people watching, observing, like, nope. Thank God. Oh man, thank God I don't got those. Oh hell no. Nope. Nah. Man. There's a lot of people out there with some regrets. But you just gotta don't wish bad luck. Hey, don't wish bad on no one. Always, wish people, for the utmost, uplifting. But always be positive. But man. I guess when people see you doing, what you need to be doing, people just hate for whatever reason. I don't know. For whatever reason it may be. It's a cool night though. I hope you're getting all what you want out of life. Most definitely. I hope you are. Oh man. Something I wanna talk about real quick. Hey. Clip forming? Hey, I was like, at some point I was like, hey, what the hell is clip forming? Like, what is clip forming? I was like, oh, so this is what clip forming is. Like, yeah. I see how some people can actually make a living or, do that and have success off this, thing called clip farming. Yeah. But if you ain't authentic though, well, it don't matter. If it work, it worked. But yeah, I would not want to, do that, and then that's what is popular, and that's not authentic. Because to me, doing something that's not you, you a show, my nigga, and that goes for every single streamer. I don't care how popular you are. I don't care how many likes. I don't care how many people follow you. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit about any of that. If you're not authentic, you damn near just wasting your life. I don't care how much so-called money you so-called own or you so-called make. If you're not doing it authentically for yourself, deep down for yourself, it don't matter how many followers you have or how much money you make. That's just like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe one can start off as, doing it for yourself and then end up letting camera get a hold of them and changing them. But, this goes for any streamer though. If you ain't authentic though, if you ain't doing it for yourself, then damn. So make sure, the ones that's following you, obviously they liking your personality because they following you. So yeah. But always be authentic though, no matter who you are. Authenticity is the most highest frequency that you can be on. I'm gonna tell you that right now. There's nothing fucking with being authentic, authenticity, nothing better. So long as you yourself, you good. The ones that's gonna view you, gonna view you. The ones not gonna view you, they not gonna fuck with you. Simple as that. You can lock that in your mind and just keep going and be persistent, bro. This goes for anyone that's trying to build any type of social media platform. But yeah, build your audience authentically. Man, show up at your own time, not at anyone else's time at all. But whew, it's funny to really see and hear the government, something starting to really shake their boots. That, oh shit, we really need to pay attention, because this shit is actually improving upon itself. And yeah, it's moving faster than what we thought. And the human population have no idea what's happening at all. But it's going to be something. I don't know, but it's going to be something. And that's something. To me, that common thing is a vehicle. And watch when people really, I'm going to say this on my live right now, and then the rest of the internet can run with it. Because it seemed like after when I be saying certain stuff, then other people say certain stuff. But, obviously they get heard. They got a bigger following. But anyway, I'm telling you, once people start to see people adapt to self-driving, so rapidly and it's so safe. When they start to see the population adapt to self-driving at a rapid pace and accidents literally started to plummet, it's going to be a crime. Or they're going to ticket you, they're going to reverse. If they catch you with your hands on the wheel, you trying to drive manually yourself, they're going to give your ass a ticket. Telling you. It's going to be a hazard for you to drive manually yourself. Watch. And right now, that Tesla self-driving will outdrive you. You looking at me right now, that Tesla self-driving will outdrive your ass. Easily. Right now as we speak. Bruh. Whew. Crazy. But yeah, you know, as AI gets smarter, as we are in the singularity and this becomes smarter and smarter by the day, we're going to see society change at a rapid rate. So I hope y'all, you know, taking your heads slowly out of the sand and paying attention to what's going on. You know, people are going to start moving back in with their relatives. You know, with their because you know it just makes more sense. And yeah, the change is happening. It's going to be a big diesel shortage. Hey, as far as I know, hey, I guess there's a lot of people in Atlanta right now with HIV. Like a lot of people I'm hearing in Atlanta have HIV, bro. Like, and a lot of people is down low. That's in Atlanta, Georgia. Ugh, that's the enough of that. But yeah, your boy Anthony Fauci played the fifth, letting people know, yeah, y'all got experimented on with that shit. Oh man, I can't see how people ain't burning shit down right now. They literally changed y'all in. And then it came out a few years later, and now they telling y'all, like, yeah, this is what we did to y'all. Y'all ain't gonna do shit. Insane, bro. Insane. Like, hey, we told y'all. Hey, we told y'all don't get that shit. But people didn't listen. People didn't listen. My mom didn't listen. A lot of people didn't listen. They got that shit. Got their DNA changed forever, bro. Got their DNA changed forever. I knew up top, I was like, you're not with shit. Nope. You're not with nothing. Job, slob, mob, whatever. Fuck this job. You're not jabbing. You're not with nothing, bro. Nah. Nope. Fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. Nah. You're not getting me. You're not getting me. And then they came out years later, and then they just tell people. And this faggot talk about they plead the fifth. Like, what? Oh, man. Out, pitchforks, bombs in the street, blowing shit. Walmart's burned down. Oh, total chaos. Bombs, boom, bang, boom, boom, boom. Total mayhem. No way, bro. And people just, even with the, hey, even with the files, the government literally was like, hey, look, show them. It's not like they're going to resist anyway, because they already doped up. No wonder why y'all didn't care about the little ones being touched and shit. And the files came out. No wonder why nobody didn't care. Because y'all already doped up off the COVID shit. I'm just joking, but hey, whatever. But whatever. People didn't care at all. They was like, yeah, hey, they eating the little ones? Hey, it's cool, whatever. Football game, basketball game. Football game, basketball game, who give a fuck? Hey, them little niggas got AA. Too bad. Whatever, bro. Whatever. FIFA. Come on with it. Scandalous, but whatever. 4th of July. Take a stand. Oh, man. Oh, bruh. Crazy. But I hope you're having a good night wherever you at in this world, and who all that's viewing me. I got one person in here, but yeah. Thank you for that I'm finna hop off. I'm finna jump off this this live and meditate. I'll catch y'all on the next live though. Thank you. Love y'all. And don't forget to talk to the moon, talk to the sun, and talk to Mogo, this place that we on. Because listen, I'm out. Peace.